and particularly where is the light, where is the sun? It could be to the right or the left. In the case of this first one today we're looking at, it looks like that the sun is vertically, because you can see there's shadows to the right and the left, and so the shadows are horizontal behind everything else, which is quite helpful to make sense. And then we look carefully over it. Where is the light? Where is the dark? What colors would you use to try to get that darker shadows? What touches next to other areas? Because the most interesting point of the story is where you've got very light next to very dark, and that brings a focus to us. The best way to do the lines, the drawing, is with a number 1 around, say a 3, a 2, even a 4, and you're using your round like a pencil, really. Just pick up a little bit. You could use any dark brown. Particularly I recommend that blue is a particularly good color. So make a big pool of it. And you've told me that you don't want to be doing this kind of small things. We're looking to see what the main shape is, and to do that, and it doesn't matter, you can adjust it today. We're practicing. We're not trying to do a fantastic picture, but where is the shape? Feel it where it is, what you're trying to do, and just put a few lines so you know what you're trying to do. So the next thing we do is going to go with the sky. Use a spoon, a spool, yeah, and a lot of thin. I found when I do thinner to use this by drips to make it thin. Is it the color you want? So then adjust it a little bit. I'm going to make it a little bit thinned out. I don't want it quite so blue. It's quite common when people first do skies, people tend to have it too much blue, and it's not very natural. So I've got one tool. I just made a nice, and is that what I want? Do I want it a bit? You can adjust it. You can add it a bit bluer if you want. Okay, so there's one. And around about as dark as I want today. And I want something a bit thin. So one way you can do this, take a little bit of this one you just made here and cut it at a different tone. How easy it is? All it is. So there we have two. You know, that almost is all you to do. I might want one a little bit halfway between them. So you pick up some of that. And that's probably it. I probably made enough. Initially, it needs a bit thin. And you're ready to go. Well, any size doesn't matter, but big, a 4 or 5 or 6. You're just trying to get the color in. It's fairly thin, a little bit, and test it and see whether you like it. Well, it's okay. I'm quite happy with it. So we're just trying to get that color in. And I like some of the undercoat coming through. I kind of like that. So very careful to get it I'm not too worried exactly on the edge because something can lay on top, so don't be too worried. But just a little bit of where, notice the hand again, it's just relaxed of where I'm going. And I can adjust, I don't have to follow the first lines I did. So this is still very thin, and I'm just trying to get the position of where is the stuff I'm trying to keep. Notice how I'm turning brush. If it gets ready, keep moving it around and then keep cleaning it. Pick up some of that, of where I'm going. And just relax. And now I haven't added anything, I'm getting thicker and thicker paint as we go. Everything blown together, no lines, as you go. One of the key points now is to try and change a little bit. You don't want it all exactly the same, a bit of variety. So in this case I've added a bit more lemon. It writes a little bit more variety, a bit more interesting than all in the same. Variety is the key. So the step now is to try to switch. We've kind of strengthened the main thing. It's still kind of relaxed. It's wet and wet. And it's time now to add some crisp, brilliant of the white. And again, use with a flat and really allowing your flat to be, it's hard to say. Let me show you how to do that. like it's movement, a feel of movement that's in touch with this. Where is it? Maybe around here somewhere. I didn't get enough paint on the brush. It's got no body. Well, it looks more like a butt. Practice anyway today. Maybe in this corner today, somewhere opposite. And again, if I'm using that color, I'll often add a little bit of that color. Just a little bit, so you know it's got some of that here. The similarity is there. Just a little bit sometimes helps, huh? There we go. We practiced everything for today. Yeah, I hope that you are noticing how these 6 simple stages really help you in your painting. And just get in a habit, and the habit to always just do that method, and it will just naturally and quickly be able to paint well. And then, yeah, these, for example, these 6 paintings that we're practicing on clouds, yeah, work on them until it just happens easily, relaxed. Your confidence will improve, and as your confidence, then, yeah, I've noticed that for myself even, by the time I did number 6 in a row of the clouds, it was a lot better. So I think it'll happen for you too. You just have to be more relaxed, and then you will become into a great artist.